We wanted to find a tech-based tool that could be applied in art classes to make art more accessible for students with an injury or with disabilities. While in practicum, we experienced a student who had broken his arm halfway through the semester and could no longer participate in the hands-on, tactile art assignments. We wanted to find a solution for students who experience this or for students with disabilities so that they could participate in the assignments and continue their learning. One of the units in high school art class is pottery. The students learn and physically sculpt ceramic mugs and dishes. During lessons like these, it can be difficult for some students to participate in the physical hands-on work because of injuries, learning disabilities, sensory issues, and so forth. To make the unit more inclusive, as well as encourage a growth mindset with students, the teacher can give students the option to either physically sculpt an object of their choice with clay, or to digitally sculpt an object of their choice on the computer using the SculptGL tool.
We came together as a group and found a sculpting app that is not only easy to use but also free. SculptGL is a 3D modeling webpage and application focused on 3D sculpting. What this means is the application can be used to make sculptures from scratch. SculptGL is super simple to access. All you have to do is open up your preferred search engine and type in the name of the application. Your first result is the one you will click. This link will take you directly to the sculpting application where you can start using it right away and immerse yourself into the 3D sculpting environment. Choose any starting base you would like from the options in the screen drop-down menu. You can navigate and maneuver around your model by clicking and dragging the mouse. This allows you to get a 360 perspective of your model. There are 3 drop-down menus: rendering, topology, and sculpting and painting. The one that is used the most is the sculpting and painting. The tools menu is what provides the actions to the mold, such as brush, drag, smooth, and much more. These all have a different effect on the clay to help create different shapes. The radius scale determines the size of the affected area, and the intensity scale affects the strength of the tool and how big of a change it makes on the mold. There are a few additional tools, such as the symmetry button, which allows for both sides to be symmetrical, and the negative button, which changes the tool that is in use to its opposite. For example, the inflate would become the deflate, and so on. Once you're done sculpting, you can add more of a personal touch by painting it. You can choose the shade, depth, and color within the tool menu labeled Paint. Once you have finished sculpting and painting your model, it's time to save it. To save the piece, all you have to do is go to the File drop-down menu and hit one of the saving actions. If you want to save it as a 3D model for 3D printing, you can click the Save STL.
What are some possible broader applications of this tool? For one, software like SculptGL allows students to explore further possibilities beyond the classroom. Because this program is open access and free, they can continue their learning by bridging to more advanced software or by 3D printing their projects. Many public libraries have makerspaces where technology such as 3D printers can be accessed affordably. For example, you can access 3D printing at the Kingston Frontenac Public Library's Create space. Secondly, SculptGL addresses the common issue of budgetary constraints in schools. In the case of a school that doesn't have access to clay sculpting materials, students can benefit from this free software to have an experience that simulates the physical characteristics of clay sculpting. Lastly, SculptGL would be a great solution to address a virtual or remote classroom. Rather than omitting a clay sculpture project, teachers can provide this virtual alternative. An exciting thing about tech solutions for the classroom is that they can help all students and have the potential to go beyond solving the initial problem. We look forward to incorporating solutions like SculptGL into future learning environments, and we hope that you do too.